this could be it. We might have confirmation about the next Brawl Stars update this early. So right off the bat, I want to say this update isn't here right now, but this is going to be talking about what should be coming in the next update, which shouldn't be here until a couple months later. They've been pumping updates out all the time, but I'm pretty sure right now the Brawl Stars team is on vacation for another month or something. So that changes nothing because we do have confirmation from the Brawl Stars team about Masteries that are coming to the game. So if you watched the Brawlies or if you just looked online at all, you'll see that they showed a little preview of Masteries coming to the game, but they don't explain anything about it. So today I'm gonna do my best to explain what I think they might be and like how I think they might work. And I'm also gonna go into some other people's examples. Some people actually made like visual examples explaining what they think Masteries are gonna do. So we're gonna hop into that right now. We have a tweet from NextD on Twitter, which is their concept of the Masteries and Brawl Stars, of course. So the first image we have here is literally just the visuals of what they think that they might be like. And I think the extra ones might not really exist. Like I think it might only be 3 tiers like they showed on the Brawlies, but there could be more. What they have here is they have like wooden, bronze, silver, gold, ruby, whatever the next one is, like amethyst, all that stuff. I don't think there's gonna be that many tiers, but it would be cool if there is, because I want to see a Masteries thing where there are like 10 different tiers to it. It should be something that takes years to get, but it also shouldn't be something that you need to progress your account. It should just be something extra. And I think like the later tiers of Brawler Mastery shouldn't be necessary to progress your account as a whole. It should just be something that you can flex like hardcore mode. Either way, I think it would be really cool to see this many tiers. However, I think there's only going to be like 3 or 5. Could be wrong though. Maybe there could be 10. That would be awesome. But getting further into actually explaining it, we have the next slide here, and I'm going to give my opinion as well as going through what NextD says. So NextD thinks that the Mastery logo is going to be like to the right of your rank, which makes sense because they kind of changed things around with the Brawler page. When you're scrolling through the Brawlers, everything looks way different, and there's room for this kind of stuff now. They kind of pinched everything in the corner of each Brawler's little page. So I agree with this. I actually think that this is where it would be. So basically, here's how it should go. Each Brawler that you have should have their own quests, and those quests should last basically forever. Let's say you just unlock Dynamite or something, and maybe you don't unlock Masteries right away for a Brawler, but once you have Masteries unlocked, then theoretically you should have this quest that is infinite, but there is a really big goal for you to reach. Like it shouldn't be a quest that you can achieve in only a day of playing the game. Let's say, for example, 1,000,000 damage. Like that's a lot of damage, but it should take you a while, and it won't take you forever, but it might take you a month or so, or even shorter if you're grinding super hard, or you have a super high power level Brawler, or you're cheesing it. Either way, you're probably going to have one or maybe multiple quests for each Brawler that are very difficult to get. And once you finish that quest, then you'll either get a new badge for your Brawler that you can flex on your enemies with, exclusive rewards like maybe pins for the Brawler, sprays for the Brawler, or actual progression for the game like power points, credits. I think this makes a lot of sense, but I don't know exactly what you're going to be getting. It might be best for you to get pins and stuff like that for the Brawler because it would incentivize people playing the Brawlers that they love to get pins for the Brawlers that they love. Because the path that Supercell has been taking recently with Brawl Stars is they want you to be able to unlock, max out, and get stuff for the Brawlers that you like. Because if you can't play the Brawlers that you love, then you're less inclined to even play the game, right? So yeah, if you have any ideas about this part in specific, then let me know in the comment section if you think that you're going to be getting pins, sprays, or only power points, credits, and all of that other stuff. I think star points could be a thing that you get. That would be an interesting way to get them, but yeah, you maybe could get star points as well. And I think that the you can move faster by watching ads will not be in the game because they do not just shove ads in these types of games. This is not the average mobile game. They did at one point, but not anymore. Now, this is actually an interesting thing. So discount coupons. As you progress, you will be given a new exclusive reward. I actually don't think that this is going to be added to the game, but I think it's an interesting concept. So I'm going to go through it real quick. And literally all it is by completing Masteries, I'm assuming, then you can get these discount coupons that you can get a discount on skins or pin packs or anything like that. Again, I highly doubt this is actually going to be in the update or even like correlated with Masteries, but it could be cool. I mean, I think it's cool. But going back to the Masteries themselves, we're just going to look at the picture that we were shown. So this is what we know so far. What we know for a fact is that these are Masteries. Frank mentioned it in like one of the older Brawl Talks where they went through their entire road of what they want to do. This is near the end of that road, and this is 100% Masteries. So we're at the end of what we know is going to be coming to the game, and there's only a couple more things at that end of the road where they don't know like what order they're going to put what things, but there's like a knot in the road. And so far, I think 1 or 2 of the things are done, and Masteries is next. So after the next few things on that little end of the road, we're not really sure what's going to happen next. Maybe they'll make another update on what their plans are for the future. But that being said, what we know as a fact is there is a blue tier, a purple tier, and a golden tier. Part of me is expecting that there won't be more than that, but there could be. We don't know yet though. So what we know as a fact is that there are 3 tiers here. The blue tier is probably going to be the lowest tier, then the purple one, then the golden one. That's kind of obvious. And besides that, we know absolutely no other information. So what we need to do as a community is we need to try to figure this out before they even release the update. If you have any ideas, then drop a comment, or if you have any things that you want to put together, then post it on the subreddit or go to my Discord server. Link is in the description, and post it somewhere in the Brawl Stars chats. I think that this should be a pretty big Brawl Stars update, and I'm assuming we should find this coming to us in like February or maybe March. But they've been being super proactive recently. The updates that have been coming out frequently. The updates themselves have been massive. I mean, did you see the latest update? Like, they're huge. They're actually doing so well at bringing the game back from a state where like nothing was really happening. They're kind of pulling a Clash Royale, but they didn't let Brawl Stars go down in the gutters as long as Clash Royale did. But speaking of Clash Royale, that game has Masteries, and the way that I thought Masteries would be working is similar to how they work in Clash Royale. So if we actually go into Clash Royale, what you're going to see is each card that you have has a list of quests that you got to complete for them, and by completing the quests, you move up in the card's mastery, and by doing that, you get gold. That's basically all you get in Clash Royale. I'm sure you're going to get more than that in Brawl Stars. I know you can also get gems, but that's like really far down in the line. Either way, if you know what Clash Royale Masteries do, you should expect that it should be a really similar process in Brawl Stars, because most of the time when something works well in a supercell game, they want to move it over to the other supercell games because it only makes sense. We saw that with like Brawl Pass stuff and quests, everything else. If we want another visual example of what Masteries might look like in game, then we have a post from Adrivik. It was made 6 months ago, so far before we actually learned about this Masteries thing. So as you can see here, there is a page that shows a bunch of different brawlers and what their quests are. I don't think that this is how it's going to look like in Brawl Stars. Actually, I think how it's going to look in the game itself is you're going to be able to click on the brawler, and then by clicking on them, you're going to be able to see their quests instead of needing to go to like this page right here. It does give a good example of something that they could add to the game, which is like silver or gold skins could be obtained through Masteries instead of just buying them with gold, because you need gold so badly in this game now. So like right here, by doing this quest for Piper in the like the amethyst tier or whatever this example is, you could get amethyst Piper. I would see them doing that. Like I would see them moving silver and gold skins here, so then people who do their quests can flex that they did them. You can get the skins and you can use them. Or another example, like in the bronze tier, you do Colette's matches and you get 750 credits. Oh, and then we have another example here of your player's screen where maybe you can see at the bottom like all of the things that you've done. Maybe you can actually customize this so then you can show specific things that you want to show. Like maybe you are perfect in the showdown game mode, or you have like a perfect mastery on Spike, or whatever you want to show. Another thing to expect is eventually when you're loading into a game and you see everybody's nameplates, there's probably going to be like Masteries right next to them as well. But yeah, all in all, I think that's going to do it for this video. There isn't much else that I want to go through. Masteries should be a pretty big feature. They might not add something like crazy to the game, but it gives you a new way to play the game and something else to like look forward to when playing the game instead of just normal progression. Now there's another sense of progression, which is going to help both newer players and long-term players like me who are already maxed out and there isn't really much to get. This should add years of stuff to get for everybody, and it's not like something that you need to get. It's more like something that you want to get to make your account look more complete, which I think is awesome. Anyways, subscribe because I'll keep you guys updated on everything I find out about Masteries, and I'll see you later.